Welcome to Imperative and Past Participle Wordsmith 136. This will show on Oddonomous education each week. If you are interested, then check out the channel. Imperative and past participle are a word used to give commands or talk about the past. Let's go through the words. Sated. Imperfect and past participle of sate, to satisfy the desire or appetite of, to satiate, to glut, to surfeit. Countermured. Imperfect and past participle of countermured, a wall raised behind another, to supply its place when breached or destroyed, or compare, countermured. Friend is vast, of rendezvous. Conjecture. Imperfect and past participle of conjecture, to arrive at by conjecture, to infer on slight evidence, to surmise, to guess, to form, at random, opinions concerning. Tided. Imperfect and past participle of tidy, arranged in good order, orderly, appropriate, neat, kept in proper and becoming neatness, or habitually keeping things so, as, a tidy lass, their dress is tidy, the apartments are well furnished and tidy. Perilled. Of peril. Hefted. Imperfect and past participle of heft, the greater part or bulk of anything, as, the heft of the crop was spoiled. Geniculated. Imperfect and past participle of geniculate, bent abruptly at an angle, like the new one bent, as, a geniculate stem, a geniculate ganglion, a geniculate twin crystal. Rioted. Imperfect and past participle of riot, to engage in riot, to act in an unrestrained or wanton manner, to indulge in excess of luxury, feasting, or the like, to revel, to run riot, to go to excess. Convulsed. Imperfect and past participle of convulse, to contract violently and irregularly, as the muscular parts of an animal body, to shake with irregular spasms, as in excessive laughter, or in agony from grief or pain. Pund. Imperfect and past participle of pun, a play on words which have the same sound but different meanings, an expression in which two different applications of a word present an odd or ludicrous idea, a kind of quibble or equivocation. Misformed. Imperfect and past participle of misform, to make in an ill form. Spilled. Imperfect and past participle of spool, a piece of cane or red with a knot at each end, or a hollow cylinder of wood with a ridge at each end, used to wind thread or yarn upon. Surrendered. Imperfect and past participle of surrender, to yield, to render or deliver up, to give up, as, a principal surrendered by his bail, a fugitive from justice by a foreign state, or a particular estate by the tenant thereof to him in remainder or reversion. Bemoaned. Imperfect and past participle of bemoan, to express deep grief for bemoaning, to express sorrow for, to lament, to bewail, to pity or sympathize with. Twigged. Imperfect and past participle of twig, a small shoot or branch of a tree or other plant, of no definite length or size. Gender. Imperfect and past participle of gender, a classification of nouns, primarily according to sex, and secondarily according to some fancied or imputed quality associated with sex. Economized. Imperfect and past participle of economize, to be prudently sparing in expenditure, to be frugal and saving, as, to economize in order to grow rich. Sprained. Imperfect and past participle of sprain, to weaken, as a joint, ligament, or muscle, by sudden and excessive exertion, as by wrenching, to overstrain, or stretch injuriously, but without luxation, as, to sprain one's ankle. Lobbied. Imperfect and past participle of lobby, that part of whole of legislation not appropriated to the official use of the assembly, hence, the persons, collectively, who frequent such a place to transact business with the legislators, any persons, not members of a legislative body, who strive to influence its proceedings by personal agency. Patented. Imperfect and past participle of patent, appropriated or protected by letters patent, secured by official authority to the exclusive possession, control, and disposal of some person or party, patented, as, a patent right, patent medicines. Melted. Imperfect and past participle of mulcd, to punish for an offense or misdemeanor by imposing a fine or forfeiture, especially a pecuniary fine, to fine. Cathode. Imperfect and past participle of cateau, the prostration made by mandarins and others to their superiors, either as homage or worship, by knocking the forehead on the ground. There are degrees in the rite, the highest being expressed by 3 knockings. Commensurated. Imperfect and past participle of commensurate, having a common measure. Commensurable, reducible to a common measure, as, commensurate quantities. Erased. Imperfect and past participle of erase, to rub or scrape out, as letters or characters written, engraved, or painted, to efface, to expunge, to cross out, as, to erase a word or a name. Deplored. Wrangled.
If you enjoyed this wordsmith on Oddonomous education, please like, dislike, or subscribe if you'd like to see more. I appreciate your feedback and read every comment as this is a spare time hobby. Please be aware that implementing changes may be a gradual process. Oddonomous channel contains updates and works in progress on all channels. Oddonomous core channel contains general statistics and background information. Happy YouTube travels!